Welcome back, guys. Adriana Maya here, and I'm back with another episode of Spliffs and Giggles brought to you by the Red Eye District. I have Tonio Skits joining me today. He is the host of TMZ Hip Hop. He was on Wild 'N Out for 4 seasons. He's a content creator, producer, music artist, truly multifaceted, and thank you so much for joining me.
That was an amazing intro.
Oh, thank you.
No rehearsal. I got nothing to say. It's what I do.
And he's a professional, so I'm going to take that compliment and it's going to blow my head up. Yeah. So let's get out the easy stuff.
Yeah.
What got you into comedy to begin with? Because I see you've been doing it for years.
Yeah. A girl.
No way.
Yeah.
Like to impress her or just...
Nah, I was dealing with a heartbreak.
Wow.
Yeah, she cheated on me. And then... I was like, I waited like 7 days for her to like tell me why or something, you know what I mean? Like I know I could not, like, nah, I ain't gonna look for you, I ain't gonna do nothing. If you really fucked up or whatever it is, like, come get me.
Absolutely.
And instead, somebody sent me a picture from Facebook of her with the dude she cheated on me with in the Bahamas.
Oh, hell.
So that something broke inside me. And I was on Instagram. Instagram was like a new thing, 15-second videos. Vine was already out. I saw something and I'm just like, I'm gonna remake this video and just, make fun of me being cheated on.
Yeah.
And I did that. She found out about it and, oh, why are you talking shit? So I made 9 more.
Amen.
Yeah. And it got to the point where I was really good at storytelling. So I would just do videos. It was therapeutic for me to just do different videos. And,
like a little outlet for you.
Yeah,
I love
and
that.
Tonio Skits was created.
Wow, that's actually so fucking cool. You made something that really started out as kind of spiteful to just kind of get out your anger and be able to express yourself.
Yeah, just made fun of myself and just put that energy somewhere else and didn't fall into depression because of it. And well, and now knowing that story, when you look back at my videos, you're gonna know where these ideas come from, because it's just,
Well, and that kind of branches into my next thing. You have so much content on your page, on your Instagram alone. I was scrolling back at least for like 20 minutes, and I think I only got to like 2016. How do you have so much inspiration or even just creative direction to do so much?
I think if you do something long enough, you become a master of it. Not only that, but there's elements in which, like, my subconscious is trained now. So I can just be in a regular situation and I'm already thinking this may be a video.
Yeah, the wheels are turning.
Yeah, and then I always put stuff in my notes. Like, if I show you my notes, I write stuff in my notes whenever I think of stuff. Like, I'll show you something. So I go here, go to video.
Whoa, all I'm seeing is some scrolling right now.
Video ideas. So these are all video ideas. Like, if I click on one, it'll break down.
Wow.
These are all video ideas.
What? No, you have so many.
Yeah, stuff I haven't done yet. I just write them.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's a good little trick if you're a content creator. Holy hell. Because I've heard of like a music artist and stuff doing that.
Yeah.
Does that also play into you doing music?
Yeah, so music is a different creative process that I'm still teaching myself, but it's almost the same thing. Like, the other day we're in the car and somebody said something about he ain't have no gas money, but he didn't say that. He's just like, nah, it's like, I'm like, bro, if you ain't got no gas money, just say that. So then I started thinking, I'm like, there's so many situations where we have to say, like, yo, just say that. So I'm working on a song that's called Just Say That.
Yeah.
If you ain't got the gas money, just say that.
I fuck with that.
If you live at home with your man and can't text me, just say that. Dude. Just say that.
Things would be much easier, honestly. Yeah. That's true. Do you have any like content creators that you collab with that you guys just mesh well and you love creating with them?
So I'm one of the very few, if not probably the biggest person that has collaborated with so many different people.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people like King Batch, Day Storm, Leanne V, Don Benjamin, all these people from LA.
Yeah.
Because when I moved to LA, I didn't know a single person.
Of course.
And once I connected with these people creatively, we were just so in tune. Like we just meshed well. And
I love that.
And we became cool. and they still my friends. Like I have a chat room with all the boys there. It's like a brotherhood, and we help each other out.
Dope.
We know, like, you know, the behind the scenes of what goes on in certain movies or how much should we get paid. We all look out for each other.
How influential was having that brotherhood when this whole COVID thing really broke out for everyone and the lockdowns were really starting to happen?
I mean, it was very influential. Even before COVID, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for that group chat or that friendship I had with these guys. Because they all been through it, and it's just sometimes you need a place to just talk to or vent. And especially having someone that's in your field that knows what you're going through, it makes it that much better.
Oh, yeah. Have you found that you've gotten a lot more support from people since you've just been expanding your brand and reaching out into different avenues?
Of course. When I first decided to, like, yo, I'm going to move to LA to videos, I was actually a nurse. I was working at...
No way.
Yeah, I was working at Mercy Hospital.
Whoa.
And my family thought I was crazy. Like, what? You went to school for like 6 years.
But you were already making skits at this point. You were just still a nurse?
Yeah, I was still going to the hospital. On the way to the hospital, driving over there, I'll edit a video, go work, and then on the way back, thinking of what I'm going to shoot and whatever. But I thought it was crazy, you know. And even people that follow me, you get those hate. Oh, you're not even funny. And 3 months after moving to LA, I'm working with Kevin Hart. I land MTV Wildin' Out. So it's like, all right.
So I personally, I've seen you on Wildin' Out. It's one of my favorite shows. I actually grew up watching it with one of the original cast. I think it's so cool that a lot of people right now, I got to watch you on TV and here you fucking are. What was it like being able to be a part of something that has been around so long and so many big names have got to hit that stage?
Wildin' Out for me was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Because it's truly improv comedy and you out there and you need to think quick. What Wildin' Out has done for me has improved my acting, has improved my improv timing, and it's allowed me to face failure with no regard. I'm ready for failure. If it's something new, I am excited to go and try to fail. And that's what Wildin' Out has taught me.
Okay. So have you ever had any times, because I know you do stand-up as well. I saw you've been to the Laugh Factory and stuff. Have you ever had a time when your set just didn't hit and you kind of had to just take that to the face and
So I'm an anomaly. I haven't had that because my stand-up career was very short because, so people don't understand, a lot of people that come from social media, they have all these followings. They think, they can do stand-up. No, you may be funny in videos, but you ain't gonna be funny on stage. And I've always respected the craft. But after Wildin' Out, after being on stage like that and just throwing myself out there, and I'm always getting offered to do stand-up. I did one in Miami. Cool. I did that one. I was drinking Henny. I got lit, and I was the host, right? So I go up, say a few jokes, and present someone. So I did well. The second time I went up, by my second or third artist that I was presenting, I did 5 minutes improv. It rocked. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
And so the show went well. And it just so happens to be somebody from HBO was sitting in and then offered me 2 stand-up specials to host.
Whoa.
So mind you, there's comedians that do this for years, even a decade, they don't get that opportunity.
Oh yeah.
So I jumped on that, did the stand-up show. It went well, and that was it for my comedy. Because I was around all these comedians that really put their set together. And I realized the amount of work for me to continue doing this is going to take away from other things that I really love because I don't have a passion for stand-up.
Okay.
So I kind of ended it there. I'm starting to get back into now, but only to present artists that would never be heard or seen, especially the Latinas, women of comedy. It's harder for them. And especially if you're Afro-Latina, it's even harder. So I'm going to use my brand to try to bring them out.
I love that. I think that is so fucking cool. I and we were talking about earlier how important it is and how cool it is sometimes that one person can see you and can make a connection with you. And that can truly change the trajectory of everything. That's why it's so important to lift people up. Do you have anyone that you would be able to thank or that you could even give like notoriety to for part of your success?
Oh, well, definitely my ex, because of her wholeness of cheating. I wouldn't be here right now, so I definitely want to thank her.
Shout out to you.
And honestly, there was one person, well, there's many, but one of the first person that I ever saw something and just comment on my page, a simple positive comment meant so much to me, and that was Megan Good. Megan Good, this is like 2015. She wrote something on my page, and mind you, like, it's Megan Good. She took her time out to show me love. And that went a long way to the point where when I moved to LA, I think in 2017, I ran into her. We sat in the same table.
No way.
And I told her, and she remembered, and I'm like, this is full circle. And now here I am with you, you know, sharing this moment. I'm already known. I'm working with Kevin Hart. And I told her, I got to tell her, I'm like, listen, like, you know, your comment, I know it might be nothing to you, but it meant everything to me. And it gave me that strength. It gave me that push to be where I'm at right now. So I definitely want to thank Megan Good. Megan.
Aw, shout out to you, Megan Good. We all fucking love her. Cheers to Megan Good, God damn it. Loud ass truck going by. Okay. Yeah. Do you have anyone that has inspired you in your comedy career?
Inspired me? Man, there's so many. Martin Lawrence, you know, Will Smith. And I still haven't met him. He's like on that bucket list. I gotta meet Will. I grew up in that, you know, I grew up in Living Color era.
Yes.
Which I love, but I'm still trying to, everyone's trying to bring that type of show back.
Yes.
I haven't been successful. I'm trying to work at that, try to figure it out. But those people, you know, have inspired me, you know, especially Will, because he did music and then he went into comedy, then he went into drama. So he kind of set that blueprint from which I'm traveling right now, you know? So yeah, those are people that have inspired me.
Do you have any of your old content that you did, and it could have even been the first one that ended up going viral for you, that you did it and you were like, oh, it's okay, but it ended up just getting like a big hit, big numbers?
No, that actually happens all the time.
Really?
There was one, I remember, this is 2016. I did this video, it was one of my favorite videos. I posted it and it bombed. And I'm like, maybe I posted at the wrong time. I was really in my head. So I'm like, you know what? Let me delete this and post this other video that I just edited. I posted the other video just so something could be on my page while I try to figure out what happened with this video. That video became my most viewed. So let me show you how important this video was. So I used a song, a merengue song. Merengue is a genre of music in the Dominican Republic. This song was by Oro Solido. It's a 20-year-old song, but it's a classic. It's called a beeper. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
So so the video went so viral, 144 million views on Facebook alone. But the cultural impact it had on it. If you saw any Black person doing a video or a meme like, oh, when you try to date a Latina, they use that song. They were using it, Furthermore, the band Oro Solido, because of how viral it went, they went back on tour because all these clubs were trying to book them again to do the song. So that video was just a filler. It wasn't one. It was just a whatever video that went super viral. So after that, I never delete anything. I just, even if it bombs, I leave it there because you never know.
You know, I was actually just, I saw a trend. I was on Twitter and it was screen grabs of artists who are signed to labels and they were saying that, oh, unless my TikTok goes viral, like blah, 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 they're not going to drop the song, you know, pretty much because that's how social media works. But it's actually a testament to exactly what you just said, a song that's 20 years old. Because of that. Just hit right at the top of it. That's so fucking cool. I think that's actually really important that you pay homage to everyone that like has inspired you and people that really help bring you up and your culture and the cultures that inspire whatever work you're influenced and involved in. Do you have anything that's coming up? I know I saw on your page you have a couple of things that are dropping this year. Would you like to shout those out for us?
Yeah, I have a bunch. I have 4 movies dropping this year.
Wow.
Yeah. The last 5 years I lived in LA, I just moved back to Miami, and then the moment I get here, I'm getting booked. Going back to LA to do this movie, the show. And it's just these last 5 or 6 years that I've been doing. It's now it's starting to show the work. So I got 4 movies coming out this year. One big one. I got 2 of them are lead roles.
Yeah.
Comes out October. It's called Streaming. It's a horror. It's a horror film. And I have a Christmas movie coming out in December. Forget About Christmas. With Justina Valentine from the show. There's a lot of people from Wild 'N Out, a lot of guest stars, some people from Jersey Shore, and just everywhere. TMZ Hip Hop, we already filmed that. It's TMZ. Well, Fox bought out TMZ, and they came up with a smart idea. Like, you know what? Who's better to speak on the culture? People of it.
Thank you.
So now we get to control our narrative and speak about hip hop the way it should be. Sometimes when they're talking about something Cardi B did, we look at it differently. We can decipher or speak on certain things people that do in our culture than, white people. Like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what a hot comb smells like on a Sunday afternoon. Like, they don't know none of that. So, we have the opportunity to control that narrative. And it was a smart thing Fox did, and the show did great. So we're hoping to come back for season 2, Fox.
Oh, yeah. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. We're going to have tags available, of course, for those of you who read that too slow or just high as well as I am. What did it mean to you to actually get a hosting gig on like a big network, and then it's Fox?
Yeah.
It
was surreal at first. So when they reached out to me, I had just landed in LA. I was actually shooting the horror film. And they're like, hey, can you, make it today? Because I was leaving the next day. And they're like, yo, damn, if you can make it today, because tomorrow we have a chemistry reading with a bunch of people. But since you can't make it, can you come today? I'm like, I'm on set. Let me ask. So I talked to the people for the production for streaming. And they said I can go during my lunch. So I went during my lunch. Mind you, so in this movie, my character... Yeah, whatever. I can say that. So my character at the end dies.
Yeah.
So I was in the middle of filming my death. So during lunch, I went to the TMZ office.
You're like in costume?
All in blood. And I had to explain to everybody, first security, hey, this is blood from, I'm actually dying about 2 miles away. I'm here for it. So then from death's blood, then I had to do COVID tests. I'm like, look, this is not real blood. I'm dying. Then I finally get to the meeting and you have Harvey from the show and all these people. I'm like, hey guys, I'm dying, about in the movie that I'm in.
That studio over there, I'm there.
Yeah,
actually, I think that's a good testament to like how dedicated to your work that you were willing to put yourself in that position. Because you knew everyone was going to look at you crazy, but that was that important to go. So
I made it a statement there. I was remembered. Yeah. And I went over the interview, 20 minutes into the interview, Harvey just loved me. He's like, you're exactly what we're looking for. And that's it. Then they got the rest of the team. And before we knew it, we had a show. And we
that is so fucking, congratulations on that. Honestly, that is so fucking cool. And now that I know the story, it's even cooler. Like, you are so genuine and so humble. How do you stay so grounded with having so much success? And honestly, I don't picture many people running into you and disliking you. I picture most people favoring you. So how do you navigate that?
When you come from what I come from, I come from a poor family, foster homes. I was in a foster home for like 3 years. So when you come from that, you don't forget. You know what I'm saying? And those things never change me, and I keep the right people around me. You know what I'm saying? My circle is very small when it comes to, the way I move, and when you have that around you, there's no amount of money or person you can meet that's just gonna make you change.
How important is privacy to you then in that regard?
I mean, being a public figure and being around so much shit, like privacy is important to an extent. Like, it doesn't matter what time of the day, if somebody comes up to me, I'm gonna give them the same love that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not, it takes a lot of ego for somebody to be like, yo, I just want to say what's up. Because some people be looking at me, don't want to say nothing.
And you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it, but you just give everybody love as much as, they the same energy they give you. You got to give it back. It doesn't matter if it's 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've always stayed committed to always doing that.
I like that. Yeah. Have you ever had like a certain demographic or like just some person come up that kind of shocked you that they knew who you were?
Shocked me that knew who I was. Who has shocked me that knew who I was? Wesley Snipes.
No.
Swear to, as a matter of fact, I'm the only person he's ever done a skit with. He's never worked with any creator. Yeah.
How fucking cool.
Wesley Snipes knew who I was.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would have freaked out. I probably would have fainted.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's so cool.
That's it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
He back in 2017, he took the top 10 most influential people he believed online, and I was literally the first person he contacted.
Wow.
And we went to Hawaii. We filmed with his production team. Like if you Google my name and his, you'll see the stuff I did with him. We did some like legendary stuff. But yeah, Kevin knew who I was. And changed my name. Hey, Tone, what's going on? Like, his stand-up is actually real life. Like he talks like that on a regular. Like, hey, what's going on? Hey, Tone, well, let me tell you that. He really does that shit. That. Like, that's really him. I actually
think that's so cool because that's my favorite part about it. So I think that's so cool to experience it in real time and not have to have him like censored. Oh, probably golden.
No.
Have you ever done like public skits that people or like bystanders like saw and they like tried to get involved or like you kind of had to be sneaky maybe?
Nah. I mean, my stuff was not always public like that. But I've done stuff in the streets and people just watch. They never really got crazy.
I love that. So they don't disrupt you.
Nah.
That's cool. Because sometimes people like to like photobomb and shit. Nah. So I think that's so cool.
They love watching the process.
Hell yeah. How long would a typical skit, like from creating the idea, because I know you said sometimes you just have them in your notes, to like actually shooting it and posting it?
Well, now, back then I used to like prepare to shoot. Now I'm confident enough where I'll invite someone over, we'll sit down, catch a vibe, have some drinks, and come up with the idea then.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing so far. I just 2 days ago, we had some people over. I don't know, in about maybe 15 minutes, I came up with an idea and we shot it. Another maybe 15 minutes, because some ideas are small like that. Other ideas are bigger ideas. Like I did a skit redoing, what is it called? What's the Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Titanic.
Nah.
Damn it.
Where?
Sorry.
Inception.
Inception.
I did an Inception video, so I'm taking a shower and I thought of this idea, and I did a video about Inception, and it had you got to watch it.
Is it like spooky?
No, it's not spooky at all.
Okay, good. I'm so easily scared. I'll watch it.
I put comedy in it.
Okay, cool.
Basically, I wake up and my girlfriend's there, and she's like, "Yeah, I saw you cheating on me." I'm like, "What?" She's like, so she went into my head. She went into my head to see my dreams. So while she's talking, we wake up again. I'm like, "Nah, bitch. I went into your dream to see what you were thinking about doing in my dream. I could have sworn I put D&D."
It's okay if it's important.
It's not.
We don't mind.
But yeah, you got to watch the video. I'll send it to you so you can see it.
Oh, and we're going to put it on our page also.
It's called Inception Entanglement.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you also have a YouTube page that you keep active?
I do. So like my Facebook is bigger, right? I have about 4 million followers, 4.2 million followers on Facebook. But because when Vine died, right, I'm in the mix, right? I'm with everybody. Everybody went to YouTube. I'm like, I want to go again. I want to do the opposite of what everybody's doing. And I decided to go to the Facebook because I just felt like if anyone's going to be the forefront of whatever the future's coming, I feel like Facebook would be that. So I went to Facebook, and I wasn't wrong because they got, they have the Meta coming out. So I'm like, I'm in a good position.
Well, in your content, it's not like X-rated. It's not like racy or anything like that. So it's not like you're getting flagged on Facebook.
And not only that, Facebook is the only platform that a user can reshare in real time in 2 clicks, and it's on their page. You can't do that on YouTube. You can't do that on Instagram. Like if you wanted to post my video, you're gonna have to download it somehow, save it on your phone, and then re-upload it to yours. Facebook is literally the only platform that does that, so it's easier to grow. So I just went over there. Yeah.
Little advice for you guys. Yeah. Do you have any advice for anyone that wants to get into maybe comedy, doing skits, anything like that?
Yeah, so the advice is very simple. The difference between me and someone that just wants to start is simply execution. All these people have so the thing is, they have everything I have when I started, right? You have a phone, an idea, you just film it. And most people don't do it because of execution, fear of failure. Like, oh my God, there's so many people doing video. Like, I don't want to be. Like, the thing is, no one can ever represent your idea. No one can ever represent your personality. Yes. So there's a market for that, and there's an audience for everyone. Literally, there's an audience for everyone.
There really is.
Yeah.
And in my side of it, obviously, I'm in the sex industry, but I can't tell you, people have been, they brought up certain names to me, and they're like, I can't believe this girl makes money. And I'm like, everybody watches porn. Like, it's like everybody listens to music. Everybody likes comedy.
Let's slow down. Let's interview you. What do you do? I didn't know that.
Oh. I've been in the adult industry for 8 years.
For 8 years?
8 years.
And what is your name in the adult industry?
Adriana Maya.
Adriana Maya. Yeah. And how has this industry helped you?
Oh my God, I love it. I have flourished so much. I get to meet so many creative people, and I love sex positive. Like, that's my thing. I've always been super sex positive. And I'm genuinely interested in like so many people's kinks and fantasies and stuff. It like, the mind is like fantasizing. It's like amazing to me. Like, people like watching like murder documentaries. Yeah. I like watching like porn that people create. Like, cause I want to see like what weird shit you like.
Like amateur porn or?
Both. Cause sometimes the amateur porn is honestly better than the stuff that the companies do. Cause it's not like the production where they're like, oh, stepmom. It's like, there's girls camping in the woods and like someone's killing them or something. It's cool.
Somebody actually back in 2017, I was getting a bunch of DMs.
I saw you worked with a porn girl.
Oh, I did. Kelsey Monroe. Yes. Yeah, I'll tell you that story. So there was a porn movie or clip that was literally replica of one of my skits. I'm talking about from shot to shot, what was being said, the storyline, everything. The only thing is theirs ended up in actual porn.
Yeah.
They took one of my, back in 2017, I felt like I can be a porn director.
Wow.
And like really like put some.
Honestly, you absolutely could. There's a huge wave because porn is so boring. Let's be honest. A lot of companies are very boring. They're not coming up with creative ideas. Yeah. So people really with your talents who do skits and who are comedians are directing and writing storylines for us.
They have to get to the money shot a little quicker.
Right?
Throw the storyline in there, get to the money shot. Like, listen, porn directors, if y'all pay me a bag, like, I promise you, I'll create you some fireboard.
Yeah. You guys, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
I'm
while I'm single, because my future wife was like, nah. So I'll start writing ideas down.
I'm already saying no.
Do you have any projects that you would like to shout out? I know you let us know about some of your movies that are coming out, but if you have
so I'm working on so I have 4 movies that I wrote. One of them is
that
picked
you
up by
wrote.
I wrote 4.
Whoa.
So when I was in LA, I would go to the auditioning stuff, and the thing is, like, I don't see a lot of lead roles of people that look like me. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna write some fire ass movies, and if you want it, you know what I'm saying, I'm in it. Mm-hmm. So I wrote one. This is fire too. It's called Relevant. Mm-hmm. So it's about this guy who drops a song and it blows up. Like, this dude is famous literally overnight, living the life. All these people around him, yo, we support you. And he's living the life, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't have the knowledge he needed or the business background. So fast forward 10 years later, he's working a regular ass job. He's actually a strip club DJ, and every song he's dropped since then never hit. So he's like a one-hit wonder. Mm-hmm. So fast forward about a town over, this 14-year-old little girl who's popping on TikTok, has 10 million followers. She decides to, use his old song as the new dance thing she's gonna do, and the video blows up, goes viral. Therefore, he becomes relevant again. Yeah. So now this story is just a story of an odd journey this guy and this little girl takes, and he learns so much from this little girl, and she learns from him. So when I presented it to Netflix, they're like, oh my God, we want it. Oh my God, so you did, we want it. That's what Netflix was like. So then after that, we had a budget meeting, and they wanted me to change it. They said, listen, if you can turn this into a musical, it's out of here. At first, I'm like, They're like, what you think a musical is? I'm like, a musical is like, I don't know, a bunch of weird people talking about their feelings and break out some ridiculous dance numbers that no one really cares about. So then they pull out my Instagram and showed me a hip hop musical that I've been doing. They're like, isn't this a musical? I like, yeah, but that's different. That's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
They're like, exactly. If you can make your movie as dope as you made it online, you get triple the budget and you can win awards. So now I'm making a musical.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I fucking love musicals.
Really?
No, I'm not even kidding. I fucking love musicals. Oh my God.
You have to see mine then.
No, I'm. This is exciting to me. I'm like, and you do music, so I'm actually interested.
Yeah, I have a whole series of hip hop musical.
Good. If I could sing, I'd be in them, but I can't. I'm tone deaf, but so I just watch. But that's okay. I don't have to be in front of the camera all the time.
Yeah. Make sure to add his link on there.
Oh, for sure. We're going to have...
Yo, my musical's fire.
What I want to do is, I want to interrupt because I know the fans right now are going to go fucking crazy if you do not mention the Kelsey story because...
Oh my God, yes, you did say. So please tell us, because I did see you had a skit with Kelsey. It was something neighbor.
Yeah,
something
the neighbor.
The neighbor. Ooh.
So yeah, the first skit I did with her was back in 2015.
Yeah.
I was walking into this building. I had a meeting with an insurance company, and she was walking out. And she's like, Tonio. I look at her, I'm like, who's this pretty ass girl asking my name like that? And I mean, she was like, body was crazy. I'm like, what's up? She goes, hi, you don't know me, I know you, I follow you. I only like 20,000 followers at the time. And I'm like, hey, she's like, yo, you need to follow me. I love you. And I'm like, no, for sure. And I'm like, what's your Instagram? She goes, double tap that ass. And then I look at her, she goes, yeah, I'm a porn star. I was like,
okay.
All right. You know what I'm about to do when I go home. So I put it in there, and that was that. And maybe, I don't know, a week or two later, I think I hit her up. I had to fly to LA. Yeah. She just happened to be there. She's like, yo, come over. So I went to our hotel.
Yeah.
And she was there smoking. She's like, you smoke? I'm like, I don't. And she was like bummed out about that. But whatever, we just hung out. And that was that. Like nothing happened, right? So then I go back home, and I guess when I finally got back home, she felt some type of way. She was like, yo, he hung out with me and he didn't even try to do nothing. And
that makes us want to fuck you.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened.
Genuinely, it makes us want to fuck you. It's like, so do you want to fuck me or not? Because now I need to fuck you.
That's exactly what happened. And then, whatever, we had some fun for a few months, and yeah, that was that. And then whatever, we just became friends. So I did a skit with her back in 2015, and that's when we learned, right? So back then she was a cam girl also. She was cam. So we did a video went viral. Video went viral, and within a week, her money tripled. The amount of people that were in her messages like, yo, did you fuck Tonio? Or she had all these people wanting to throw money at her. It was the most insane stuff. This is, this is when I realized how lucrative working with certain people, especially I like working with girls in the industry because they're so easy to work with. Yeah. I'm like, yo, can we do a video? Like, how about you turn around and you drop something and whatever it is. That's nothing compared to what they actually do at work.
I was literally going to say, that's nothing. You want me to bend over? Like, nothing's going in my ass. Cool.
Exactly. So there's been a few girls after that I did work with. Valentina, you know Gina Valentina?
I do.
Okay, Gina Valentina, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I did some stuff with her. Who else? Oh, I just did Alexis Texas podcast in LA.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
shout
white girl politicking.
Yes.
Who else? There's been a few in the industry that I've worked with.
You really do. You show us love. I appreciate that. Some people hate on us. You've been such a delight to have on. You've been so much fun. I know you said you don't smoke, but we're still going to send you home with a goodie bag. So if you want to explore it on your own, that's up to you.
So if you smoke, ladies, I got some shit. What's up?
He does. And it's from Cali Pack Exotics. You know we love them, and they always hook us up with the best. It has been so fun interviewing you, Tonio Skits. Make sure to check him out on TMZ Hip Hop. He is the host. He also listed a plethora of projects that are coming out. We're going to have links available. I'm Adriana Maya. This is Tonio Skits. This is Spliffs and Giggles, brought to you by the Red Eye District. Good night, guys.
I know what you're thinking. We might fuck. Yes.